Hi again, Greg Bell of the News Tribune at the famed Wembley Stadium in London, one of the great cathedrals of sport. Honored to be here. Soccer pitch behind me, of course, an NFL field. Seahawks and Raiders out early for pregame warm-ups. A lot different weather today than it's been all week in London. It's about mid-50s, 55 or so degrees. A light misty rain all afternoon. It's dampened the field, as I've been mentioning all week. The field is notoriously sloppy and slick here at Wembley and could be a factor, especially later in the game. The rain is supposed to subside during the game and maybe start up again later in the evening. Morning to you back there in Seattle. What to look for today? The Seahawks in the last three games have obviously, they've run the ball much more than they did when they didn't even try the first two games. 3 100-yard rushing backs in the last three games. The first time that's happened since 2012 when Marshawn Lynch did it. You might have heard of that guy. And Lynch, of course, is on the Raiders side today. Bobby Wagner said he can't wait to hit his former teammate. Expects Lynch to talk a lot of trash, a lot of extracurriculars, and a lot of playfulness, as he often is. But if the Seahawks can corral Lynch, which, like the Chargers did last week when they held him to 31 yards on 9 carries, then it goes to the hands of Derek Carr, the Raiders quarterback, to try to win this game. Carr has had a very bad start to this season and will have to be a lot better today if the Seahawks can shut down Lynch. Carr's going to have to be better to win this game. Carr has 7 touchdowns and 8 interceptions through 5 games this year. Marcus Russell in 2009 is the last Raiders quarterback to have more interceptions than touchdowns through 5 games. You might remember the Russell season, their career didn't do too well for Oakland. So Carr will have to be better if the Seahawks shut down Lynch in the running game. I mentioned the Seahawks on offense starting to run the ball, and we can expect Chris Carson with Mike Davis 1 and 1A to start running tonight. Eventually they're going to have to throw, of course, and set up the play-action pass they hope, like they did against the Rams last week. Look for Doug Baldwin to get a lot of targets early. He had just one unintended target last week against the Rams for the Seahawks, and that was when Russell Wilson rolled out in the first quarter and just dumped it to him while he was standing still on the sideline. My experience since covering Tim Brown and Jerry Rice back with the Raiders in 2002 is that when receivers, top Pro Bowl caliber receivers, don't get the ball in one game, a concerted effort by the play caller and the quarterback to get him that ball early in the succeeding game, I'd be very surprised if Doug Baldwin didn't get 6, 8 targets today. And of course, a lot of them will be on third down. The Raiders are 30th in the league in defense, 31st in allowing yards per pass completion. So there may be, and by the way, worse in the league at pressuring the quarterback. So there's going to be chances for Russell Wilson to throw the ball, you would think. Of course, Raider fans don't have to be reminded that Khalil Mack is now a Chicago Bear thanks to John Gruden's trade for 2 first-round draft picks. So the pass protection issues the Seahawks have had in the past should not be a problem today, and if it is, it's a big issue. And the Seahawks should be able to run the ball. I don't have to tell you it's kind of a large game that they don't go to 2 and 4 rather, but go to 3 and 3 going into their bye. That's what they're looking at, to get back to 500 and start October 28th at Detroit in a somewhat blank slate. Of course, the problem is they're already 3 games behind the Rams in the NFC West. They really are playing for a wild card playoff berth at this point, not expecting to beat the Rams, but the Rams already have the tiebreaker in them as well, and the Seahawks still have to play at Los Angeles. First things first today, my coverage on thenewstribune.com all day, on Twitter at GBellSeattle from London. Good day and top of the morning to you.